Hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Creative Smartphone Photography Show with me, Sab, here in Paris, looking like this today. And there is a theme. This is a part of the show that people don't see unless they watch the replay, so I've realised that this is kind of pointless for me actually to even speak, but then it would also be kind of boring if I just sat there like a zombie for people who watch the replay. So here we are. I've got a bit of a special mug today, as the theme was animals, so you can check that out. I will be showing this again later for those who join me when they realise that I'm here. But isn't that a pretty cool mug? And the theme was animals for the photo thingy. So how about that? And I've got another mug, another animal theme mug to show you in a minute as well. So say hello if you're just joining me. Hello. Where you're from, who you are, what you're doing here, why you're stalking me. It's the photo show. Yes, you just joined. This is what happens. So I'll start again. It's the Creative Smartphone Photography Show with me, Sab, in Paris, and we're going to talk about photographs. Lots of photographs. I've got a couple of surprises for you today. Not quite the same as usual, including the mug. If you haven't seen the mug, tell me what you think of the mug. If you like it, I'll show you another one which is just as cool. How about that? The only problem is it's difficult to grab hold of the trunk, and it kind of slips this way in your hand, which means that the coffee pours all over the computer or the book or whatever. So, on this side there's nothing. On this side there's actually an elephant. But you're not here for that. You're here for photographs. So, hello everyone. Who's here? Despina and Alice. Very cool. Keep it away from the cat. Yeah, my cat has. Well, it's not my cat. It's a cat that belonged to someone else who enjoyed breaking my mugs because I left them lying around. So today I'm gonna show you half of my photographs from this week. Then I'm going to look at the entries for this week's theme, which was animals, and some beautiful photographs. And then I'm going to I've got a treat for you actually. It's some stunning animal wildlife photography that I'm going to show you. It's not mine. It's I won't tell you what it is because then you'd go looking for it. It's just fantastic. You don't want to miss that. And then I'll show you the other half of my photographs. So 3.5 photographs now, 3.5 photographs later, because I do 7 in a week. Guess how often I publish them. And I guess a word from the sponsor as well, because this is what I'm up to in January. Let me just show you very quickly. This won't last long. And then we'll get on with the show. So this is happening in January, in case you're interested. I've just finished a 9-week photography masterclass with some of you who are actually here, and your photographs were fantastic. And I'm doing another 9-week masterclass starting at the end of January. But in this case, you bring your creative project, and I see you through it. You finish a great creative project after 9 weeks, which you decide on yourself with our help. And then our being me and the group. It's not me and my team. I don't have a team. I am the team. And at the same time, you're learning about creativity and productivity. So, you see, I told you it wouldn't last long. Early bird pricing, now open. All right, let's move on. So who else is here? So Despina is here. Hello. Just take note. Despina tells me if I've worn the same pullover for too many shows in a row. Now I've taken the pullover off, she's going to start on the shirt. I'm almost convinced of it. And Dorothy's here. Hello, Dorothy. And Chris is here. Hello, Chris. All right. So let's have a look at my output of the week. This was last week. Just to remind you, that was my the last chapter. And this week is great because I've just finished a new chapter. Here it is. So this is this week's output. The last 7 plus the 2 in the top. This one here and this one here were from last week. So I'm going to talk about 3 of these first of all, and then 3 at the end, or 4. So this one here By the way, do let me know if there's something that you like about one of these photographs. In other words, be observant when you look at other people's photographs. Say what you like, and in noticing what you like, it'll, anchor it into your brain. And next time you've got a row of chairs, for example, you might say, I like the way you, whatever. Or I would have done it differently. I'm not making any claims here. So this is the first one. It's in a church. I did another one actually similar with the same guy, but from a different angle. It's quite rare for me to do that. But I did fall in love with this photograph. Oh, hello. I got Desmond saying, nice shirt. Yeah. How long is that going to last? Until Thursday? And then it'll be, same shirt. And Angela's here. Hello, Angela. Wonderful photographer, friend, who often is in the... I forgot to put up the winners from last week, so I'll have to do a double one this time. Because I would like you to say what your favourites are from the animal pictures that we're going to see in a minute as well. So yeah, let me have some comments please on one thing you like about the photographs I'm about to show you. That sounds like I'm fishing for compliments. Obviously I'm not. It's just that if you gave me things you don't like, it would be kind of a bit of a downer and we haven't got time. So one thing you like from each photograph, and see if you have the same as somebody else. If you don't like anything about it, just don't comment. No comment. All right, so this was, when you've got a repetition of the subject and you get close in to one corner of it, it's repetition, it's repetition of chairs. It's one block of chairs, but the block is made up of lots of different chairs. So it's repetition. Anyway, you see what I mean. Okay, you could take it from a distance, but isn't it much more fun to get really close in to one corner of it and then have it streaming away into the distance? And what have you got in the distance? You've got a solitary guy going past this sort of overlit window with the sun streaming in, or maybe it's just overexposed. And when you've got that human figure, isn't it cool? Because you just think, well, I don't know about you, it would have been really empty without the figure. And I could have taken the photo without the figure, published it, probably been happy with it. But the universe decided, or maybe it was God, because we're in a church here, decided that I was going to have a guy there. And I like that, it just gives it that human touch. He's also very small, which is good because we're in the house of God and, we're supposed to be humbled. That's why they're so damn big. Oops, sorry. That's why they're so big, to humble us, to make us filled with awe and maybe with a bit of dread as well, so that we do what we're told. And if that's the case, then it's nice to include that in your photograph, to include... Try and play the game of wherever you are. If they're trying to make us feel almost insignificant against the glory of the Lord, try and have, go with it. And there's that tiny little guy on his own. I can't help wondering as well. Do I look a bit like that, wandering around on my own with my little camera, my little black bag, and some lonely guy wandering around? So yeah, and then I played with it. So what have we got here? Alice says, I like the one single man walking the church. Wonder why he's coming in. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you do wonder. You wonder about people. I mean, maybe it's a touristy church, so maybe it's just a tourist. But having said that, who knows? And I like the fact that he's all dark as well. He hasn't got a sort of red baseball cap or a big blue bag. It's just a black figure. It's not a silhouette. It's just that he's wearing all black, so it looks like a silhouette. And it's much more enigmatic. As soon as you can identify it as a person, you start wondering what sort of, don't like her shoes, or, he's a bit, or whatever. I like the angels. This is probably Dorothy, I think. Like the angels. You would, Dorothy. It is also framed in the top. Yeah, there's, you know what, in the text, which I don't talk about on the photography show, in the text, which I'll show you, is actually on the same page here. I talk about four things. I just put that up there and go back so that you can always freeze the frame later and read it. I talk about 4 surprises I got in this shot. And I don't know about Dorothy, who loves seeing things, but I saw an angel in this top left bit here. in the white. It's just white glass, white windows, or it's probably stained glass with the light coming through. But it's so blown out, it actually looks like a head with a little wing or something there. So I thought that was quite cool. And if you read the text, I found 4 surprising things in this photograph. So here's the next one. Chris says, good point about taking picture from the corner. Yeah, and also when you get close to the corner, it makes the nearest one bigger. And then they get smaller as they go away. It's much nicer to look at than all the same size. All the same size of something repeating, you're probably too far away. And you're not using the difference in size of the repeating subjects, which would make it a much more interesting photograph. Never be afraid to get too close, because it really gives impressive pictures, especially if you've got a wide-angle lens. And Angela says, probably to pray, Alice. Why did he come in? Why did the man enter the church? It's not a very funny joke, though, is it? To pray. Right. This one is a passage in between the Palais Royal, which is where the cardinal lived, like the head of the church, and the Louvre, which is where the king lived, and there was a certain rivalry between them. Anyway, it's now a museum, and you go through this passage. At the end of the passage is the Louvre pyramid, very beautiful, and a high arched passage. But if you look left and right, they've made it so you can look into 2 really impressive, huge, spacious galleries of the Louvre. We're in lockdown time, so this lady is actually looking towards me. You can see her mask, you can see masks on the people. They've let a few people in, not too many. So, it's a kind of a record of these times as well. And you can see the gallery. It's very nice, very spacious, beautiful. They haven't crowded it. It's a huge gallery. They could have fitted in 5 times as many statues, but they didn't. And they could also have put in more floors. They could have had 3 floors of statues instead of just 1. But the fact they've left it so huge, so spacious, actually makes it more impressive. And so light. It's just, there's hardly anything dark apart from the people and maybe the green leaves. Very nice shot. I'm not sure if I have anything to say about it photographically. You can just see what you think. This one. Again, keep giving me comments, please, if you can. What do you like about it? You obviously didn't like anything about that last one. Bonjour, Sad, says Yaruska. Hello, Yaruska. Nice to have you here. Okay, here's one. I was doing the tour of the church, did you guess? And this is actually surprising because, I've been here in Paris for about 27 years. Hadn't seen this before. It's like one of the most impressive churches in the whole of Paris. And I'd never seen this. It's down a back street. Which also had a bicycle and a window surrounded by hearts graffiti and the slogan, Je t'aime Clémentine, I love you Clementine. And that was a feature of an earlier photograph of mine. So it's that little passageway. And I saw these 2 figures, and one of them had lost his head. And I thought, when you see a statue which doesn't have a head in Paris, it's one of 2 things. Do you know what they are? Oh, Yaruska says, excuse me, je prépare le repas. She's preparing, okay, Yaruska in Peru is preparing her meal, everybody, so please excuse her as she does that. Try not to make too much noise, please. So a headless statue in Paris is either, it's had its head chopped off in the revolution, because there was various revolutions. I'm still trying to get my head around it after 27 years. But basically, whenever there was a change of, sometimes it went from the royals to the revolutionary people, and sometimes it went back to the royals or the Napoleon people. There's all this sort of, it's fascinating. And what they did was, when a new regime, a new bunch took power, they tried to go and destroy everything of the old ones. So if the revolutionary ones came into power, they tried to destroy all the symbols of the royalty and the church. They didn't like the church either. So if you could decapitate a king in front of a church, double whammy. But when the revolutionary people got thrown away, down or whatever, and the empire came along, or the royals got restored or something, well, they do the opposite. So they cover over the old Napoleon things with new things or whatever. So Paris is a sort of forever changing. You can see at what sort of time they ran out of money. at what point they stopped destroying things which they could have. You think, for example, this one, he's got his head chopped off. I'm rambling. The other reason a statue might have its head not on is that it's Saint Denis, Saint Denis, because he, around the time of the Romans, pissed the Romans off actually from preaching too much. So they thought, okay, off with his head, a bit like, in Alice in Wonderland. But, his faith was so strong, so the legend goes, he just picked up that little head and popped it under his arm and walked out of town and founded the town which is now called Saint Denis, Saint Denis. I've got a feeling this is actually the former. He doesn't look much like a saint, does he? Looks more like a soldier or something. So I reckon this one was a victim of the revolutionary fervour. And then there's another guy who does have his head. And I framed them. Last week was frames. This would have fitted in nicely last week. A frame of this bit of metal stuff. I'll leave that and get onto your stuff now. So the next thing is, hang on. I like the rough iron work. Looking at the ancient statues, it's not a revolutionary technique, but it's definitely one to look for. Taking a picture of a statue, try and shoot it through something, makes it 10 times more interesting. Right, now let's move on to the weekly theme, which was animal antics, and I am looking for a theme for this week. I know someone suggested Christmas decorations. That's definitely possible. The only thing I sometimes hesitate with that sort of thing is it's not everyone celebrates Christmas, or if it's a seasonal one, not everyone has the same season. If it's winter here, it's summer over there. But I don't mind. Most of us are from the Northern Hemisphere, so feel free to support the theme of Christmas decorations or Christmas lights if you like. So, animal antics, and don't remember, I've got a really wonderful little show for you coming up, a set of photographs after I show you these. So, what did we have? Now, I did say that they could be live or dead, and I don't mean stuffed. I mean, they could be like stuffed, teddy bears and things. So, here we are. I'm going to make this bigger for a start. And again, can you give me your comments on what you think? Just some feedback. You don't have to give me, I like the way it was taken. I've got a feeling a lot of these aren't going to be sort of photographic masterpieces. They're just going to be a picture. Here's my dog. Here's my cat. I'm not going to be harsh or anything. I'm not going to be tough on you. Just going to say, oh, what a cute dog. Oh, what a cute dog. How nice. Now, who's this? This is Despina's Pooch. Let me be, wasp. And it was Apostolia, my niece. And Despina turned the photograph black and white. It's a beautiful photo. That's really good, isn't it? It's not just a standard shot. It's the dog interacting with a wasp by the looks of it. And maybe the dog's ears stick out, but it looks like, he's got, Wah! And the ears are flying. And I think the framing is really nice. You've got the wasp in there, which isn't nothing, as the French say. Ce n'est pas rien. To get the dog reacting to something, an insect, which is still in the frame, believe you me, that's not the easiest of things. And the black and white treatment is lovely. Really does focus on the subject and the event that's happening. And this is Angela commenting, says, I took this shot of Sustas on our visit to your hubby's name day at October. That's another cute one, isn't it? That's so cute, and there's nothing detracting from it. I will give you some sort of, official photographic comments, because otherwise it's not. We could be looking through these on Instagram, couldn't we? I love a lot of this things here. The dog's got licking its nose, which is cute. The paws up looks like. I know it's just the position they go into, but it's so cute, and it's looking at us. Beautifully framed, there's a funky angle, there's nothing detracting, just a uniform background of grass, which is where dogs love to play. Fabulous photograph, there's detail in the fur. Even when the fur isn't totally sharp, it looks like it's just because it's blowing in the wind or something. That's an absolutely wonderful photograph. I hope you frame that and put it somewhere. Teresa. Professional power lapper. That's great. That's just nuts. It's another of those nuts ones, isn't it? Hang on, what does this say? I love this real action dog there, Spinner. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Great shot. Let's make some money on Instagram with these photographs. Yeah, well, I don't know how you do make money on Instagram with pet photographs, but maybe you sell them. This one is so cool as well. I mean, I don't know if that is the same dog. Maybe it's just a normal dog sticker, but to get the dog next to the dog sticker in an utter state of repose. Repos? That's French. I can't imagine having the corner of the computer sticking into its nose can be that comfortable, but he or she doesn't seem bothered. Thanks, Teresa. Cool. Stray and beautiful dogs from Yuruska. Yuruska, you're on. Oh, stray dogs. They are cute, black and white, salt and pepper. Love the treatment. You know, you've just got rid of anything that would detract from this shot. Black and white dogs, I mean, assuming they're black and white, maybe they're pink and purple for all I know. But, you know, you've got black and white dogs. Actually, it would detract from them if you know, like the cigarette butt here, the bit of paper might be pink or something. The chair legs might be brown. It's an absolute fantastic treatment of it. And here's another close one. Gorgeous, so sweet. You see the dog's paws in the same picture, the same position. See, that's why you know, it's like taking pictures of kids or things like that. You get to know your subject. For me, getting birds in my shots. Sometimes I get birds in my shots, and I know that you have to point the camera, obviously where you're going to take the photograph. But the bird, it's no point waiting till the bird is in the bit of the sky you want it in before getting ready to take the shot. Birds don't work like that, you know. So pet photography, you know, it's an absolute art, and the best pet photographers will know what dogs do. You know, if a dog maybe lies on its back and puts its head to left and right, you'll be waiting, when the head's left, you'll be waiting for when it goes right to click. Anyway, that was just a kind of aside. Such a cute photograph. Hang on. I love Teresa's power napper on the laptop. Genius sticker on the laptop. Yeah, is that on the laptopo? Is that, I mean, it's a coincidence. But it's so good to have the repetition in the photograph. Stray dogs, says Yo. The stray dogs don't really know if they have an owner. Yeah. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? I think there's a lot of stray dogs in Lima. I've got a feeling, if I remember correctly. Luckily, the power napper is great, but Teresa had the imagination to take the picture. Unique. Of course, yeah. Yeah. We can imagine these things, but I'd say, for me, for example, 9 times out of 10, I haven't imagined it before seeing it. Before seeing it, then I imagine it. I see real life, imagine it, do my best to get it. But I do sometimes have a shot in mind when I go into Paris, but no, none of them. Like if you look at, I don't know, if you look at these, I'm just wondering if I had any of these in mind. 3 of these are these black and white columns, so I had none of these shots in mind. Maybe just taking the columns. I wanted to get something of the columns, but obviously I didn't have the girl in mind. I didn't have the kids running. You see, there's kids running in all of them. I didn't know that one of them was going to be falling to pieces. This was just me walking in the top right. The leaves were just me in the park. I thought, what a beautiful leaf. This one on the middle left, completely random. On a walk, I saw an interesting reflection. Yeah, a little bit more than a reflection, but I won't go into that. I think I did last time. And then this one in the bottom left, just me coming across a lady, a homeless lady, an elderly lady, being looked after by a kindly neighbour, probably, and a sign saying in Paris, let me just show you that, a sign saying in Paris, we say hello without touching, and there's a lady touching the homeless lady. So these things cannot be planned, they really can't. From Angela, such First time I saw such yellow eyes. Wow, that's an amazing shot. Daphne gave her the name UFO. Wow, I wonder why you did that, Daphne, if you're watching. That's a pretty impressive cat. Looks kind of mean. I just watched with my son, I just watched The Curse of the Weir Rabbit. And that was scary enough. Now I'm seeing this. That was Wallace and Gromit, by the way. Such a beautiful shot. Any more there? So start thinking about which are your favourites so far. Oh, Angela, I tell you, leave me alone. I want to sleep. That is just too cute for words as well, isn't it? Is that a puppy? Jackie, my sister's family dog. I love him so much, but he has a special love for me too. Good. It's not that he just jumps over everybody and laps them to pieces. It's you especially. Quite good. Animals seem to think that I like animals because they come to me. I had my son's cat a little while ago. Gave it some pate. It loves me so much, you know, especially when I've got pate in my hand. One more of the professional power napper. Do you set these up? You know, put his head, is he sort of malleable? You put his head on the computer and he sort of goes, ugh. You put his head on the bone and he sort of goes, ugh. I don't know if we should report you. You know, were any animals harmed in the shooting of these this power napper series? Teresa, we would like to know, just to be reassured. Well, more replies, but nothing. Okay, Yuruska. This very curious bird looked for the photo. That is great. That is a wonderful shot. There's a tiny little part of this photograph which isn't covered by the grill there. And he's sticking his head out. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Couldn't be better, could it? With the yellow thing giving it a bit of interest down in the bottom there. Super shot. Definitely. Okay, we've got a few more comments here. So, give me your favourites. Which are your favourites so far? Let me know. Okay, what have we got here? We've got no setup. He's all natural. So he actually plonks his head on bones, on computers, on legs, I suppose. That's cute. Hello, Teresa, by the way. Nice to have you here. And I went to a farm and found many fighting cocks. Fighting cocks, but, is that just the name of them? Or are they bred for fighting? C'est que vraiment ils sont pour battre. C'est permis au Pérou ou pas? That's a bit interesting, isn't it? I know some cocks are darn vicious. I'm not sure if they're trained to be like that or they're just. And if you look at some cocks or cockerels or roosters, I looked at one down the street actually the other day. It had this huge spike coming out of its, ankle. Major spike. So, I mean, that's scary stuff. You wouldn't want to mess with that, would you? By the way, don't forget I've got 3 or 4 more of my shots coming up to finish my week's output. And some beautiful animal shots. Really stunning animal shots. Not from me. They are award winners. But with a twist. You will love them. Absolutely love them. They're coming up just after this. So here's another one. Sissy. This isn't the yellow-eyed cat. Lives in the neighbourhood. Her eyes make me crazy. Oh wow, they are gorgeous. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. And here's another one. How can cats be so beautiful? I mean, we call them beautiful, don't we? What makes us think they're so beautiful? Because, you got less aesthetically pleasing animals. We either don't have them as pets or don't think they're as, a lot of sort of emotions there, I mean, you wouldn't eat a cat, would you? Would you? Would you eat a cat? Would you eat a cat? What is the animal? Let's have something in the chat here. What is the animal the closest to us as either humans or pets that you're happy with eating? Because I mean, like, you might not eat a cat, but you eat a pig. Why? Interesting, isn't it? Interesting philosophical question. Yaruska says they are roosters that fight with instinct. Right, so it's not that they train to fight, it's that they are fighters. That's in their instinct. They fiercely protect their their territory or their harem maybe. Love the rooster with head through fence. If fighting cocks makes me angry, they are set to do that. I don't think they are, Alice. I think they're just they have those huge sharp spikes for a reason. You know, that's nature, I think. Despina says you are a Leo, a cat, so you see cats pretty. You think so? So if you're a Scorpio, would you see scorpions as pretty? Don't know. I was almost a Virgo. One day later and I'd be a Virgo. I wonder if I'd see... Anyway, let's not go there. Beautiful cat with green eyes, absolutely. I eat lamb. I eat lamb. Okay, sorry. I thought it was a comment on the cat. It's not. I eat lamb. Okay, you eat lamb. So cute little lammy whammies jumping up and down. They're so cute. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, in China they eat dogs, don't they? Sometimes when I was in Bradford, in the north of Britain, in the north of England, when I was a student, a huge curry houses everywhere, these little places. Every now and then there'd be a thing in the newspaper saying such and such a curry house closed down. Guess why? Oh, they just found a few, Alsatians in the fridge, that sort of thing. Why aren't there many cats on the streets in Bradford? Always ask that question. A lot of curry houses though. That was the joke anyway. Damn good curries, oh my God. So, I won't go into a story of my curry eating days in Bradford. Because we've got things to do. Oh, look at the little lamb. And Despina is salivating, looking at... Oh, it's a dog, sorry. Okay. I'm sorry, Mom. That's so cute. Been playing in the mud by the looks of it. Lovely one, Jean. And here he is again. But I had so much fun. After heavy rains, Maddie found a mud puddle and decided to check it out. I swear that's the dog smiling a big grin. Oh, yeah. Look at those paws. And the mouth. What was it? Was it eating the mud puddle? Any more here? No. Okay, and Jean. This holiday photo was taken several years ago. Linus and his sister. Oh, there's a cat underneath the thing there. Can you see? I grabbed my camera when I saw mischievous Linus hiding under the tree skirt. Lucy, acting indignant, stepped into the shot as if to say, take a photo of me. I'm sitting here nice and pretty. So here you have it, naughty or nice. Yeah. Isn't anthropomorphism a beautiful thing? Almost a Virgo. The almost makes all the difference. I'm not sure if we're moving into slightly smutty territory here or not. Yeah. I was a Virgo once, mind you. I found this in French. In English we say Virgo, but in French the translation of the star sign Virgo from French into English is Virgin, just as a matter of interest. They don't beat around the bush. I found this puppy looking at the street through the fence of his house. His gaze caused me a lot of tenderness. Oh my God, what a face to die for. Oh my God. You just need him to look up at you, with those eyes, and that'd be it. You'd be knocking on the door asking to adopt him. And there's more of these than I thought. Here's the rooster. Is very, what do you say? Is very imponent. I'm not sure what word you're trying to find there. If it's impotent, that means the opposite of virile. So I wouldn't think that was the word. Important, maybe important. Full of himself. Yeah, that's probably it. They're very, very proud, aren't they? I mean, the symbol of France is the cockerel, the rooster. And they do think that, it's a very good one for them. Because the French are the best, the French are the best. They actually, when the French make fun of themselves, actually, when someone is saying that this is French, therefore it's really good, you know, they might say cocorico, which is what French cockerels say. Cocorico, making fun of themselves for always saying that the French things are the best. And Chris says, I think it was love at first sight. Is that a giraffe? This might be the time to show you my giraffe mug. Because earlier on, I showed you, to fit in with the theme, I showed you this mug. You ready for this? Looks innocent enough, right? Think again. How's that for a cool mug? Even a little bitty tail at the end. Trying hard not to drop this on my computer because that would be a very abrupt end to the show. So that's that mug. And I've got another one. I'll show you in a second, which is also cool. Giraffe one. That's great. Love it. I've just spotted another animal. Isn't that weird? I've just spotted the bear just now. Did any of you not spot one of these animals? Just see the bear or just see the giraffe? And what's funny is both of them have lamps in their mouths. That's really interesting. So you've got a double effect there, which is always something that I'm looking for in photographs, to rise them above the average, which is often crap, to not, you know, beat around the bush. You've got two animals doing the same thing. One is nearer, one is further, one is smaller, kind of. No, actually the giraffe isn't smaller. They're about the same size. The lamps are smaller. You've got a nice angle this way with the bear and a contrasting angle between the two lamps in the giraffe's mouth. Wonderful stuff, love it. And then the sky is bright pink for some reason, chewing gum pink, which is reflected through the lamps, which is very nice, very beautiful. That could be on the rostrum, couldn't it? That's a pretty unusual shot. That was me. I realised today that I'd been lax and hadn't put any shots of my own. So this is one of my favourite. This is probably my favourite animal shot from my Paris series, this current Paris series, which is on number. Look at that, 4976. I'm now on number 1080. So that was a while ago. So cool, you know, these 5 dogs all around this lady. I really love this shot in a Parisian park. Yaruska says roosters have to have a separate cage because they cannot see another rooster. Right, extremely territorial and looking after their own. Giraffe is my favourite animal. Let me give you a sneak preview. You ready for this, Despina? Hello. Hello. And Alice says, I didn't see the bear at first. I did see the lamps and the giraffe. Yeah, how about that? Sort of merged into the top of the statue, same sort of colour. Oh, it's a bear. And this is a non-animal animal. Dorothy saying antique animals. I'm not sure if you're playing on the word antic, because I called this animal antics, which means animals getting up to funny things. And but it could be antique, couldn't it, as well? Antique animals. Once upon a time, this hybrid was made. Experiments that still exist today. I've got a poem coming for you, by the way, today. What if they existed before the 3 species was developed? What if they still exist in another galaxy? Dorothy, could you please go to another galaxy and check it out for us? We would love to know. We really would. Huh? Isn't that right, everybody? We would love Dorothy to go to another galaxy and check out and see if these 3 species exist. No, if this animal exists before it became 3 species. It looks like a... Oh my goodness. It looks like it's got lion-type paws and hindquarters, big wings, and actually a human head. Sort of sphinxy type of human head. Egyptian, very Egyptian looking, isn't it? Wonderful. We must be nearly at the end here. I think we are. So here's some from Angela, a cute cat and a crazy giraffe. Giraffes are coming to the fore. made by you, Angela, from felt. They are pins. Is that the right name? In French, they call them pins. Badges you put on here. I've got a feeling in English we don't call them lapel badges or something like that. But somebody said that yes, we call them pins. So who am I to argue? Very cute. And Alice waiting. Kids. What is it? Kids waiting for their daily Christmas treat. Oh wow! I'm sure at least the one on the right has been with you for many, many years, Alice. Isn't it funny when you look back on your childhood toys, which have been kept, hopefully, by the people that raised you? Best buddies from Thomas. Hello, Thomas. Oh, no, he isn't here. He's just posted a picture. That's great. Check that out and then check this out. Wonderful. Wonderful treatment and a really nice way of representing them as well. I like this one a lot. Yeah. Sort of dark sepia and this one black and white. All right, so I'm going to ask you quickly. We must be, yeah, there we're at the end. So can you quickly tell me what your favourites are, please? Just type in, Despina's cat or Angela's dog or, Teresa's budgerigar or whatever. Just let me know your favourite. I'll go through them again quickly. This is from Angela. Last year, my best friend Dimitri, Despina's husband, and me made these animal masks for Christmas. Wonderful. Great. Okay, so just check in with us. What are your favourites? My pins. They're your pins, okay. Let's not get possessive now. Chris says, my favourites, laptop power napper, sleeping puppy undercover, bird staring out of cage, dirty paws, yes, sad dog through fence. I agree with all of those, they're so beautiful. I like the dog with Jean's muddy paws. Okay, come on everybody please. I'd like you to just say, I'm going to flick through them as well at the same time. So you can quickly see them again, but very quickly. Alice says, favourite, dog with head through the fence. Okay, this is just to quickly remind you, that's the one, very, very popular. The cat hiding, one hiding, one not hiding. More comments, please. What are your favourites? The muddy paws. So cute, the muddy paws. Oh, it's looking so, look what I did. The gorgeous cat pictures. We've got some more here. All right, we've got Chris's giraffe. Okay. Yaruska's rooster in the cage. Angler's grey cat. Thomas, hello Thomas. Thomas here. I like Chris's two lamps. Power napper laptop. And many more, probably. Definitely the muddy paws. Yeah, I've got to agree. Love the grey cat with yellow eyes. It's absolutely stunning, isn't it? And the only reason I might not choose it is because it's a beautiful picture of a beautiful cat. I mean, I might choose it, but here for this group, we're looking for even more. If there's two messages in one, it's even better. This one, the beautiful cockerel sticking its head through the one bit that doesn't have the grill. That's just fantastic. Hello, yes, can I help you? You want to be hurt really badly? Come closer. The power napper, the cute dog. We've got Yaruska's rooster. Gorgeous, incredibly mean, actually devilish looking cat there. Cat with the Christmas tree. The cute dog, the black and white dogs are stunning. Power napper, the cute dog in his back. And this one. All right, folks. Well, thanks for letting me know. Muddy paws and cat with the awesome green eyes. Yeah, that's both stunning. And from Alice. And Despina, the photo has repetition, grey, and yellow. You like my shirt? How much do you like my shirt? Right, so I'm going to go through and I'm going to quickly pick, at least three, which will be my favourites. I do love this one. Oh my God, this is going to be incredibly hard. Yep. Love this black and white one. That is stunning. Stunning. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It's a stunning cat and a great shot. This is so cute. The cuteness is almost overwhelming, isn't it? It's got to be like Christmas card type cuteness. The power napper is cool. This one, I'm definitely going to choose this one. Beautiful. The muddy paws, I'm going to go for this muddy paws one. This one. So many good ones, says Teresa. Yeah, your shirt is a repetition of squares. I like it. Yeah, your comments are becoming rather repetitious of themselves, Despina. So, you know, just letting you know. This is actually my favourite shirt. So if I wear it all the time, that's why. It may also be my only shirt. Absolutely going to choose this little guy. This is cute. Oh, I'd probably cry too much by looking at this one. Okay. I do like this one for its, you know, its repetition. It's clever. It's interesting. It's unusual, and yeah, very interesting shots. This is more homemade stuff. It's very cute, but I'm admiring what you made here. You know, as opposed to the photograph. I'm loving what you've. Look at that hair on that giraffe. You must have some pretty wild giraffes in. Which reminds me of what I'm about to show you in a second. Okay, this is very nostalgic there, and I love this treatment here. Might even go for one of these here, and this one is nice. Okay, so there you go. Those are my main three. I'm going to just choose three for now, and I'll slip in 2 or 3 others. So it's going to be this one, which I love. It's so interesting. Is that made out of Lego? The giraffe's made out of Lego. It's going to be the cute little doggy with the dirty paws. When you've got a dog like that, you kind of, you know, you've got an unfair advantage, haven't you? And this one here, the rooster, the cockerel, or the cock, as we call it in English. Fighting cock, bantam cock. Is it a bantam cock? Is that a thing? All right, so I'm going to stick with those 3 before my head explodes. And there you go. Despina, I love the pink sky in Chris's photo. Yep. That might be, I think she might have played with that one. She's going to come back with a vehement denial now. Right, so I'm going to show you my last 3. And then I'm going to show you the, you don't get away with it that easily. I'm going to show you the amazing animal shots after my last 3, okay? Should I do it that way or not? Yeah. All right, so here are my last 3. Or 4. So this one is a curious, well, can you see what it is? I need a theme for next week as well. If you can give me some ideas for themes that you're happy with. If you just want to go with a Christmas theme, that's fine, but just let me know. This is, can you work out what's going on here? It's pretty weird, isn't it? It's, so it's just a reflection in a window. But the reflection was such, and my treatment afterwards was such that it doesn't look, they're both strong images, you know. The hairdresser is really strong and the sky is really strong and you can't really see the join. It's a pretty impressive effect. And I did leave in the edge of the window, you see, on the left and the right with a funky angle, nice angle, to show you that it, you know, that it was a window being reflected, because I didn't want to take that away. It frames it nicely, bottom left and top right, frames it very nicely. It's a nice contrast to the colour as well, sort of beigey contrasted by the grey. But it also, I wanted it to have that, otherwise it would be too, you know, I don't know, I didn't want it just to be one uniform colour right the way across. You see these lights here in the sky, it looks like aliens landing, which I remember one of my masterclass people, was it Chris or someone, did something like that. And it looks like aliens landing in the sky, you know, but it's the lights of the boutique. So that was a fun one. This is a rather well-known tower near me, and they, Despina is saying, is it a reflection? I thought the hairdressers were out of the pavement because of COVID. No, I mean, look, they're wearing masks and stuff, so no, they're not on the pavement. Yeah, no, they're wearing masks. That's allowed. Yeah, so this is the Eiffel Tower, of course, and there's a little garden, not very well known, next to the Eiffel Tower, literally at the foot of the Eiffel Tower, with a little lake, and there was I was going to say a pelican, a heron doing heron type things there. So I played with that, made it almost cartoony looking. There's also, you can't see because of the comment, there's a lovely reflection as well in the lake of the bits of the Eiffel Tower, I think. So that was that one. This one, someone commented on this saying, I love it. It's minimal, just the way I like it. Yeah, minimal is nice, isn't it? There's minimal colours, but there are little details. There's the little leaf and the little feather on the bottom left, which is a nice corner because it's got the line making it a corner. And then you've got this black grill surrounded by the very light concrete. And on the black grill, for a bit of detail, are little locks. And these are Paris love locks. Couples put them there to sort of symbolise their time in Paris and remember them. And people put them anywhere now. Some of the bridges are getting a bit out of bounds, so they put them on anything that they can. I don't know if I'd stuck mine there. Is that the most romantic they could do? But anyway, I'm trying to remember where it was, and I can't. And there's a poem that goes with that. I'll show you that in a second. I normally leave the words to Thursday, which is the creative writing show, same as this but with words. But I will read you one thing because it's a poem, so that's okay. It's not some heavy sort of writing. Yeah, this one. This is an interesting shot because it's a statue. It's a sculpture. It looks like a monster, and the guy is pointing a sword towards it. And in my mind, when I saw him, he was practicing Tai Chi or something, and there was this amazing sculpture. It's one of 21 huge. They're called Les Enfants du Monde, the children of the world. And there's 21 of these huge statues, sculpture statues, right along this place, and each one of them represents a different country. And the fascinating thing with them is that they're made out of imprints. It's in bronze. They're made out of imprints taken from the streets of the city of the country each child represents. So I don't know if let's say it's China. The thing you can see here, this is her hair going like this, but it's actually in the pattern of some sort of grid. It could be a drain cover, or it could be you see the head there, it looks like it's the paving stones of a road to make up the thing. You see this thing in the collar thing of her dress. It actually looks like one of our Paris circular drain covers. And that's what it's been taken from her city. It's amazing, really cool. It does look a bit like a monster though. And this guy, I thought, I want my photograph to make it look like the guy is fighting the monster girl. Now there's a problem with this photograph. I even sharpened it, but it's still fuzzy. And it's regrettable, but I thought the photograph was powerful enough. It's a one-off, I won't get this photograph again. The guy isn't going to wait for me, sometime in the next 25 years, in case I want to take the same photograph. So this was what I had. I did what I could with it. And it's fuzzy for some reason. I don't know why it's fuzzy. I mean, my photographs, I don't want people to know that I'm taking the photograph. That's my thing. So I was doing whatever was necessary to not have the guy think I was taking his photograph, in case he came running at me with his long, pointy, sharp piece of metal. So, maybe for some reason I didn't manage to get it completely sharp. Maybe I was pretending I was, pretending I was on the phone. La da 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 da, click, 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 and that's what I got. But anyway, it's cool. I like it. It's a fun shot. And so this is one I will share a few words. The words are on Thursday, same time, same place, in the creative blog and article writing group, and we talk about words with the odd image maybe, and this is images, but I can't resist if I've got a small little bit of text to share with you. And I wrote a poem. This one inspired a poem. Here it is. Here we go. Weighty matters. The leaf said to the feather, I'm sure that you're lighter than I. But whether you float, as I'm tethered you gloat, still laughs the pure blue sky. The feather said to the leaf, illusions of weight are a lie. The thief of the wind, a brief thrill to the winged, when the sky's not a laugh, it's a sigh. And I'll read it again because it's not the same the second time. Weighty matters. I might get the rhythm right as well, who knows. The leaf said to the feather, I'm sure that you're lighter than I, but whether you float, as I'm tethered you gloat, still laughs the pure blue sky. The feather said to the leaf, Illusions of weight are a lie. The thief of the wind, a brief thrill to the winged. When the sky's not a laugh, it's a sigh. And what you've been waiting for. Hang on, I've got a few comments. Is it a reflection? This is a sci-fi photo. Yeah, the other one. It's pretty wild, isn't it? And there's 21 of these things. Can you imagine? 21 stunning sculptures. It's fuzzy because you read fuzzy in the book last week. So the word haunted you read fuzzy. So the word haunted you to remind you that there are synchronicities you don't believe in. Vespin has been on the Ouzo tonight, or the Retsina, but never mind, that's fine. The poem was amazing. Okay, I take it all back. I'm sorry, I didn't say anything. You're absolutely right. Synchronicities exist. Nothing is coincidence. The poem was amazing. I'm not sure I told you that. Thank you. I'll leave that comment up for a while. Right. So now I'm going to show you the thing that I've been threatening to show you all night. And here it is. It's the comedy wildlife photographs of the year. Animal wildlife. Did you know these existed? Did you know? Check these out. They're amazing. This is the winner. I'm going to blow it up. They're basically the funniest wildlife photographs of the year. And they do it every year. It's just amazing. It's wonderful photography. But there's that second element that I'm always looking for. That's why, I'd go for the little doggy with the black paws, looking kind of, hee hee, look what I did, covered in mud, as opposed to the cute cat just being a cute cat. These are just great. So this is Tony the Turtle flipping the bird. That was the winner, the overall winner of this huge competition. Absolutely amazing shot. It looks like he's giving the finger to the photographer. And look at his face. Look at the way his mouth goes down like that. It's like, fuck you. This almost time to get up. This one is captioned. Just check it out. It's so funny. It's like a flying squirrel didn't quite judge it correctly. It's like a cartoon, when the animal gets sort of splatted. It's so funny. Okay. Please, warning, please look under your vehicle for penguins. And there's a little penguin looking out from us there. That's a funny one. It's a nice one. I haven't seen... Smiley. Sometimes, these animals are not smiling, but try and convince us of that. So cool. It looks so human, doesn't it? It looks like a real human expression. You can imagine someone with a mouth like this. Probably called, I don't know, Cedric or something. Sorry if you're watching called Cedric. I like Cedric's and that's a beautiful photograph. COVID hair. This is the one I was talking about earlier. And here's my mug. I will show you this mug before I forget. Here we go. That is my giraffe mug. How about that? Is that cool or is that cool? His neck is the handle. And you drink like that. So, COVID hair. Hilarious. Yeah, there's some really great ones. This is great, this COVID hair. I'll show you a few more. Boredom. This is boredom. I had to stay late at work. Look at the expression on the one in the bottom right. It's like saying, yeah, right. Who are you trying to fool? Oh, this is so amazing. How do you say this? O sole mio. Oh, woe is me, I'm so sad, I'm so alone. The hands clasped is just so cool, isn't it? You can imagine him singing an aria or something. Ah, there you go. You wanted giraffes? I'll give you giraffes. Photo bomb, the ultimate photo bomb. Hello! Here I am, crashing into the picture. And the other one definitely looking less than plussed. Nonplussed. Oh, that is so... And they've got such long eyelashes. Look at this one. It's so funny. It's really like this is anthropomorphism at its best. You know, it really does look like she is photobombing this shot. And oh wow, wait up, mummy! Look what I got for you. Oh look, that's so cute. Strange marking there, isn't it? Is that like the high tide line on the elephant there? That's just come out of a mud bath or something? That little puppy would be proud of. That's 10 of 44. You know, I'm tempted to actually... Okay. Social distance, please. Very cool. I'll go up to 20. So hot. So hot. I'll go up to 20. A few more. The race. Oh wow, look at them. These monkeys all over these bikes. That is beautiful. Giraffes are the best, says their spinner. Hide and seek. That is amazing, isn't it? You're hiding, but you can see exactly what's coming. Amazing insect. We all have that friend. Whoa! And 5 more. Fun for all ages. Is he swinging on tails? He's swinging on the tails of the others. That's crazy. That's amazing. Abracadabra. What's happening there? Woohoo! That's very cool as well. And I'll go up to 20. Sun salutation class. You know, there's this weird thing called sun salutation. It's apparently you're supposed to go naked and spread everything wide open and sort of open yourself up to the sun or something. That's what I heard anyway. So that's what that's referring to. Although this one is being slightly, you know, pudic. What's the word? Cute. And face plants. It's like the second one with slamming into the tree. It's like, bam! Oh damn! Tripped over my trunk. And number 20. I am the champion. Way. Okay, the black upside down dog. Yeah, it looks like, yeah. All right, so that is that. That's it. We're finished. Just 2 more things, I think. One is to confirm the theme. So it'll be something to do with Christmas, right? Anything to do with Christmas. But try to add creative photography to it. Okay, not just a picture of your Christmas tree. Try to add something. Could be a detail of something Christmassy, but you know, something that, you know, makes it worth more than just a snap. That's what I'm looking for. And these are all fun, says Chris. Yeah, they're all amazing, aren't they? Yeah. And if you've just joined the show or you didn't see the beginning, this is this is what I'm up to in January, just to let you know. If you're interested, you could bring a photographic project to this if you like, although there is a specific photographic masterclass. So this is happening towards the end of January, starts 25th. Everybody in my groups, I forgot to say this, everybody in my groups will get, for my master, it's a 9-week creative masterclass. You bring your creative project and you finish your creative project in 9 weeks. You also, the training is actually on creativity and productivity. So you become an expert, a wizard in creativity and productivity, which you can transfer to any other project. So it's 2 in 1. What I wanted to say was that anyone in my groups, like this group, you're watching this probably if you're in one of my groups, there's a special offer just for you, which is less than the early bird offer. Okay, it's another reduction on the early bird offer, and I will put that in my groups. Okay, it's only for you guys, and but the early bird offer is open now, and look for the special in my groups, and anyone who is in my groups will have access to the even more better price at the moment than the early bird offer, which is an amazing offer. So check that out. Go to infinitecreativitynow.com, and in a second you will find how. No, actually, it's infinitecreativitynow.com/mastercreate. infinitecreativitynow.com/mastercreate. and that takes you to this page. And it's a good read, you know, it's a good read. There's a video, there's all this stuff. It's really amazing. Check it out. So the theme for next week will be something Christmassy, okay? And I think we celebrate Christmas at the same time of year. If you don't do Christmas, you could always take pictures of Christmassy stuff if that, you know, it doesn't worry you. Or if you have a festival which you celebrate, you could submit pictures of that. Or well, that's it really. Anything that you might think might fit into a festive theme. Okay, so we'll do that for next time, and I'll be able to talk about that just before Christmas. And I think we are almost done. So I have one more person, Facebook user, saying, I loved your poem, which is very sweet of you. Thank you. Thank you very much. And so that's it, everyone. Thanks very much for watching. It's been a great show. I've really enjoyed it. I love your comments, and I will put the winners up as soon as I can and get shooting on the new stuff. So anything Christmassy or festive-y that comes to mind, go for it. And Despina saying good night. And good night to everybody. Thanks again, and take care. And if you want to catch me again on Words, it's Thursday, same time, same place. Thursday in the creative blog and article writing group. It's all about words, the wild, wonderful, weird and wacky world of Will's words. See you then. Bye for now.